You are hitchhiking, alone. You must be very brave. Or crazy, I would say. There are so many bad people out there. They can abuse you or they can bring you somewhere where no one will ever find you, and you will cease to exist. Hi guys, my name is Anna and I've hitchhiked a lot, both with my friends and alone. And I want to start by saying that hitchhiking is not as dangerous as it's made out to be. Actually, I wouldn't consider it a dangerous activity at all. Of course, it does come with some risks, but the level of these risks highly depends on how educated the person is on the topic. It's the same like in most other activities. For example, driving a car is also dangerous if you don't know how to do it technically, if you don't know the rules on the road, or if you drive a car when you are drunk. Same with hitchhiking. If you use common sense and follow some safety precautions, you will never have any problems. In this video, I want to show you some statistics so that you have an objective view of how dangerous hitchhiking is. On the website hitchlog.com, there is statistic data on 9,564 hitchhiking rides submitted by 729 of their users. I want to share with you the results. So, this is the statistics on experiences of people with their rides. We can see that the majority of hitchhiking experiences were good. And out of the 0.06% of very bad experiences, which makes 1 out of 1,678 rides, hitchhikers were usually reporting weird people, drunk drivers, sexual harassment, or attempts of theft, which I believe can be avoided if you learn how to evaluate drivers and if you do not get into cars when you have any suspicion that it will not be safe. And if you check the statistics, for example, risk of drowning during a lifetime in the US is almost double in comparison with this data. It is approximately 0.1%. Of course, we tend to see the negative things first, but in order to have a true impression of reality, we should notice the good reviews too. Then there is statistics on average waiting times. Then goes the gender of hitchhikers, where an average age was 25 years old, and statistics on company while hitchhiking. So, is hitchhiking really that dangerous? Based on statistics that we've seen, on my experience and experience of my friends hitchhikers, there is a good reason to believe that hitchhiking is not as dangerous as it's considered to be. And there is a very interesting thing. You know, all the hitchhikers that I've met that shared their experiences with me have never been the ones that warned me against it or said that it's dangerous. Usually, people that never hitchhiked themselves think that it's very dangerous. They usually say that you should not trust strangers, that the world is a very dangerous place, and that there are a lot of bad and crazy people out there. And when we watch some crime series, documentaries or horror movies that use hitchhiking as a part of their plot, or when we watch the news, all this makes sense. And there is some truth in it, of course, but at the same time, we need to understand how big the risks surrounding these things are. If we are not critical of all these beliefs, of course hitchhiking will seem dangerous. Now people are afraid of so many things in their lives. And at the same time, sometimes we can convince ourselves that something is less dangerous than it is. We underestimate the dangers of everyday life. For example, driving a motorcycle is the biggest cause of unnatural death in the world. According to statistics in the USA, you are 28 times more likely to die in an accident if you ride a motorbike compared to cars. So, as I said before, the safety of hitchhiking highly depends on how educated someone is on the topic. Of course, like in many other activities and aspects of life, there are risks involved, but taking safety precautions will decrease them to minimum. I already made a video called How to Hitchhike, Hitchhiking Guide. I think it will be very useful for you to check that video. and in my next video I will focus on safety precautions while hitchhiking. So subscribe to my channel if you do not want to miss it, like the video if it was useful for you, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye!